for today's video, I'm going to talk about how to write a well-written text. I know a lot of you have been wondering how teachers grade their essays. Specifically, why do we get low scores even if we did our best? Well, don't worry because I'll guide you throughout the whole process. Here are my tips on how to write a well-written text. Number 1. Think first. Before you start writing, ask yourself, what is the purpose of my writing? Is it supposed to be written to entertain, to inform, or to persuade? Is it for creative purposes like poetry or short stories? Or is it an academic paper? Reflect on the purpose of your writing into one clear message to create a sense of unity in the whole text. Remember that a text should have a clear and central idea, so think about your topic sentence. Then for the second tip, create your first draft. This is the easiest part since you're not going to start writing already. Before that, you need to know the basic structure of your piece. Jot down ideas and words related to your message and organize them accordingly in a logical manner. Each paragraph should have a clear main point or topic sentence that supports or expands the central idea of the paper. The idea of each paragraph should be explained and illustrated through examples, details, and descriptions. For example, read this piece of mine about my reflection on the relationship of history to literature and its importance. As you can see, the first sentence is my topic sentence regarding the relevance of history to the lives of the people. Consequently, I added more sentences connected to the topic to convey important details such as the Philippine history of literature and examples of Filipino authors in the past. To note my ideas all together, I ended with a conclusion that restates my main idea. By using a proper organization of ideas to arrange my sentence carefully, I achieved a high score in this essay. The third one is less is more. Well, this only applies if you have already completed the important details in your text. Text should have a strong beginning to grab the reader's attention, a good middle part to hold the reader's interest, and a satisfying end to fulfill the whole purpose of writing. Every element that you include in an essay comes toward an end, and these elements must be kept short and straightforward to avoid lengthy essays. Although it is difficult to do this since paragraphs have three main parts, don't write uselessly by circling around one idea. Elaborate your ideas effectively through coherence. Coherence in the whole text is achieved by simply expanding your established point in clear and straightforward terms. In other words, everything must make sense to the reader. Meanwhile, to achieve cohesion, I use cohesive devices in my essays like for this reason, for instance, on the other hand, accordingly, and overall that serve the purpose of connecting two elements. I believe that it's always quality over quantity. I've written several pages of essays in my high school journey, and it is difficult for me to write longer ones as they are hard to read. It also makes it difficult for me to double check them again. But once I write a text that is long, I mostly delete unnecessary words for conciseness. So, read your piece and assess your coherence, whether the whole idea is united, as well as the cohesion of words and sentences. And for tip number 4, watch out for grammar mistakes. Nobody's perfect, but we still need to write our ideas correctly. You can have the best ideas, but if they're not written correctly, then your reader will probably not like your writing, because conventions are important. Following proper conventions increases your credibility as a writer and lessens misunderstanding. You can reread your text or use online grammar software such as Grammarly to lessen your troubles. I use this in my essays because it enhances my writing mechanics, including spelling, punctuation, capitalization, and abbreviations. Overall, Your text should be generally correct based on standard English, with complete sentences, and be relatively error-free. And for the last tip, be authentic. Write your own words. I, myself, have always avoided using fancy words such as euphoria, ephemeral, and iridescent. To be specific, I use language that is concrete and specific, precise and clear, concise, constructive, and appropriately formal. Take note that formality and informality must be based on the objectives of writing. Furthermore, remember that your tone must be consistent, whether it is formal, persuasive, or friendly. Aside from this, concrete and specific words are vital since they let readers understand your point. And now that you've learned these 5 tips, you should practice the properties of a well-written text in order to learn how to write well. This enhances not only our writing skills, but also increases our logical understanding through the process of learning. Indeed, learning is a process, and as a student, we continue to grow in our learning environment by reading and writing. This is why, in order to create effective text, let us always keep in mind that a great text conveys a point, and that you write not only for yourself, but also for your readers. That's all for today's vlog.